At the far end of a tranquil, tree-shaded cul-de-sac, the mansion loomed in silent elegance, its grand exterior and perfectly trimmed lawn showcasing the epitome of suburban opulence. In the gentle light of dawn, its stone walls gleamed with an almost comforting warmth, concealing the chilling secrets they held. No one could have guessed that behind its stately doors, a tale of twisted love, treachery, and a murder most unexpected was unfolding. A story that would soon grip the world and blur the line between paradise and peril. In early 2023, the quiet life in Fairfax County, Virginia, was disrupted when 24-year-old Brazilian au pair Juliana Magalhaes found herself at the center of a love triangle double homicide. As details emerged, the plot revealed a steamy affair, a fetish encounter gone wrong, and a sinister plan straight out of a crime thriller. From behind bars, Juliana sent a desperate email to her mother. "I am tired of this place, this situation," she wrote from the Fairfax County jail. "I just want to get out of here and go back home to be with you guys." Her words offer a glimpse into her mental state as she awaits trial, charged with the fatal shooting of Joseph Ryan, a stranger involved in a brutal encounter with her employer's wife, Brendan Banfield. The case began on February 24, 2023, when Ryan was allegedly lured through an online fetish website to the upscale Banfield home. Prosecutors allege that Juliana, who was having an affair with Christine's husband, Brendan Banfield, was part of a twisted plot to set up this encounter. The morning started with the nanny leaving the house to take the Banfield's child to the zoo. However, she returned unexpectedly, claiming to have forgotten their lunches. Around the same time, Brendan left the house and waited in a nearby McDonald's parking lot. Juliana called Brendan at 7:37 a.m. and both returned to the house shortly after. Inside, chaos erupted. Juliana claims she and Brendan found Ryan attacking a naked Christine. Brendan, a trained federal law enforcement officer, fired his service revolver but failed to stop Ryan immediately. In a shocking twist, Juliana then retrieved a second firearm hidden in the house and delivered the fatal shots that ended Ryan's life. The pair waited 10 minutes before calling 911, raising suspicions of a cover-up. The police described the crime scene as appalling. Deputy Commonwealth Attorney Kelsey Gill argued, "That is not what a person in that situation would do unless they were trying to cover something up." The delay in contacting authorities became a focal point for the prosecution. Brendan, despite being present, was not initially charged for his wife's death, adding another layer of intrigue. At the heart of this tragedy is a perplexing web of motives. Juliana claims she acted in self-defense to protect Christine, but prosecutors argue it was a premeditated scheme to lure Ryan into a violent confrontation. Ryan was allegedly baited through a fetish dating app profile named Anastasia9. Authorities suspect Christine was unaware of this profile, pointing toward a conspiracy against her. Juliana's behavior before the incident has come under scrutiny. Why did she leave for the zoo only to return? Why did Brendan wait at a McDonald's parking lot nearby? Investigators believe these actions were part of a calculated setup for a deadly encounter. After the murder, Juliana moved into the master bedroom, with her clothes replacing Christine's and a framed photo of the couple on the nightstand. Brendan had practiced shooting with Juliana 2 months earlier and had purchased a firearm, later used in the shooting. In a stunning twist, Brendan was arrested in September 2024, nearly a year after Juliana was charged with second-degree murder in Ryan's death.
A new arrest in connection with a double murder in Virginia. Brendan Banfield is now charged in connection with the murders of his wife, Christine, and a man named Joseph Ryan last February. Prosecutors claim someone posing as Christine lured Ryan to the family home using a fetish website. Banfield had claimed that he and the family's au pair had shot Ryan after they found him attacking Christine. But police say evidence suggests Banfield and the au pair were having an affair.
This much is clear. We have evidence to now allege that Christine Banfield's life was unlawfully taken and Joseph Ryan's life was unlawfully taken.
The au pair was arrested last year in connection with Ryan's death. Her trial is in November.
A grand jury indicted him on charges of aggravated murder for both Christine and Ryan's deaths, as well as for using a firearm in the commission of a felony. This significant turning point suggested a premeditated murder plot. Public opinion remains divided. Was this a spontaneous act of violence or a calculated crime? Investigators lean toward the latter. The affair between Brendan and the young Nanny began months before, possibly serving as the catalyst for the events. Juliana's self-defense claim is now in question, as prosecutors suggest a more sinister narrative. Court proceedings revealed inconsistencies in Juliana's story. Why did Brendan, a trained officer, not shoot Ryan sooner if his wife was in danger? Why use a second firearm and delay calling for help? These actions, prosecutors argue, indicate a deliberate cover-up rather than a spontaneous response. Ryan's role adds another twist. Known as non-violent, he was apparently lured into the Banfield residence through a sexual fetish website. The Anastasia 9 profile featured a petite woman in a bathing suit. Investigators have not confirmed who created the profile, but have ruled out Christine's involvement. As more details emerge, the affair between Brendan and Juliana becomes key. She was not just a live-in nanny, she had inserted herself into the household's dynamics. Shortly after Christine's death, she moved into the master bedroom and continued her relationship with Brendan. Now, Brendan faces charges that could result in a life sentence without parole, while Juliana awaits her November trial, facing up to 40 years in prison. Throughout this ordeal, Juliana's mother maintains her daughter's innocence, believing she was trapped in a nightmare situation. The trial will determine whether Juliana was a victim of circumstance or a participant in a deadly conspiracy. The identity behind Anastasia 9 remains one of the case's most crucial unanswered questions. Despite exhaustive investigations, authorities have yet to verify who lured Ryan into the house. This, coupled with the delays, the relationship, and shifting motives, suggests a carefully plotted scheme rather than an accidental tragedy. As the pieces of this chilling puzzle fall into place, one thing is clear. This is far from a simple case of self-defense. With hidden affairs, encrypted messages, and manipulated evidence, the mansion now stands as a monument to deceit and treachery. Given what you've heard, do you think this was a calculated plot or a tragic series of events? Share your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe to the channel. Your support is incredibly valuable and helps us keep bringing you more content.